Hello, this is Bill Clodsey. Welcome to Egypt in this Amonkhet competitive draft league. This is round 2 here. We're up against Matt Pippi with a heavy ramp opening, just what this deck likes. 3 colors in the opening hand. Not bad. And maybe an early Oracle's Vault. Oh no, black-white zombies, or something like that. Black-white tokens, whatever it is, it's going to hurt. Let's actually play... Alright, here's what we do. We play our second Vitalist and use the first one to put the cartouche on the second one. Ah, that's how we do it. So then maybe we block. Hey, Gideon. Well, can't cast you yet, but one day. They'll get in for a clean 3 here. No real reason for them to hold that back. Not a problem. And what do? I kind of want to wait till 6 mana. Oh, we do have 6 mana, but not exactly. I want to wait until we can get a land into play with Oracle's Vault to cast it. We could have gone big on one of our Vitalists to block the Initiate, but this way we can double up on the Cursed Minotaur. 6, although we probably won't because we want to cast Honored Hydra next turn. And our mana is so precious. We're just about to miss a land drop here too. Oracle's Vault just too slow most of the time. Well, we're taking it really low here because Fanbearer can sort of tap down before they attack, and they still get a free attack with the Minotaur. So missing land, yep, still as bad as usual. The other option is just Bounty of the Luxa and hope to draw something good off of it. But once we get white mana, we can really come back, and tapping Honored Hydra isn't as good against Prepare to Fight. So they are doing it. That means we're going to get to untap with our Hydra and do some serious damage if we get white mana here. So, heart of the cards, and we do. Does this work online yet? I know someone... Oh, it does work. Okay, good deal. But it's only 4, so we can't celebrate yet. What we can do is just gain 8 and have a bunch of blockers. Too bad we couldn't fight this pesky Fanbearer, but we also have all this mana for Final Reward and Gideon and whatever else we might want. This is why Gifts of Paradise is such a good card. Not for every deck, but it's almost a shame we didn't get 1 or 2 more. I'll say it, it is a shame we didn't get 1 or 2 more. Just a crying shame. Where's the land? Can we afford to take a turn off here to try to get land? And what would that look like? We can fight Fanbearer. Exile something, play a Gideon. 7. The problem is we have 7 mana, but it requires tapping a lot of creatures. Okay, let's think of it like this. We play a Gideon. Gideon distracts them. We stop Oketcher's Attendant from dealing damage. That's the only creature they sort of get in for free. Play a Guardian. And if they want to get in damage here, they sort of have to do a lot of things. Tap something with Fanbearer, attack with everything, probably lose something. And meanwhile, if they can't punch through, Gideon is a nice little planeswalker to have in play. Keep ticking up its loyalty. And this is how these decks stabilize and get ahead. They have all these cards that once you get them into play, they start accumulating advantage every turn, more than your opponent can just by drawing one card a turn. So most creatures are just in play and they just do their thing. Oh no, another Attendant. Now we have another thing to exile, so we can't really take a turn off here. Ooh, Angler Drake. That helps a bit. It forces them... Yeah, it forces them to kind of do the same thing again. Not to mention it's a blocker for one of them. And if they have to use 5 mana again, it means they're not in great shape. Yeah, we'll leave back the Honored Hydra. Actually, we could start attacking them. Wouldn't be absurd. They are at 12. But let's just keep accumulating advantage. I mean, we definitely win the late game. But we might not have to get there if we kill them, so... Oh no, a haste flyer. Well, good thing we have a flying blocker. So this did work out. This is working out. Gustwalker is still annoying. Blighted Bat's kind of annoying. And what else? Yeah, let's bubble Oketra's Attendant. Cycle Sheffet Monitor. And then we might have enough mana to hold up Final Reward. To do this, we need such mana. So let's get black. Doesn't really matter. We already have Jason play draw land. Come on, please. One time. Oh no, we didn't get there. Well, that does force us into action here. We can kill the Fanbearer with Fight, or just play another card, or play Bounty of the Luxa. But then we have far fewer blockers. Okay. Well, what happens if we attack with Honored Hydra? They block with their bubbled Attendant, or they just take it? Are they going to kill us next turn? Oh no. They have Innoketra's name. They must. I guess we can't play anything again. I got a little greedy there with Sheffet Monitor. It felt like we had to do something. If we drew a land, we could have just held up the Final Reward. And even Innoketra's name doesn't kill us there. They get us really low here, or at least they get to kill Gideon. If they have Innoketra's name. We know one card in hand is Oketra's Attendant. I wasn't looking at the cards in hand, so shoot, they might have drew a swamp, drawn a swamp. Really sucks to trade off our Vitalists, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And they're all coming at us. We can't tell well, there are exert triggers on the stack, unless you read the chat. So they're all coming at us. Let's go to blocks. Blighted Bat actually trades with the Angler Drake, but not much we can do about that if they have the spell. But then at least Gustwalker doesn't untap. And then we pull one of these, so their Menacer dies. They don't kill us. And they shouldn't kill both of our Vitalists, at least. They do have it. The only real thing that makes sense here. But they still lose 2 creatures, and we lose 3. Gideon is as healthy as ever, and they're at 6. So they're using this Fan Bearer to tap down the Hydra. And we know what card they have in hand. If they play it, they can't use Fan Bearer, so that's rough. Ooh. And they say, oh, this is going to suck for them. Do we have enough? They need to block it with like multiple creatures here to live. And even then they can't really get us. Okay. So let's attack with the Hydra. And if they block with one thing, then they're dead. If they block with 2 things, then we're trading with 2 things, which is also good. Or just one thing. Whatever we don't deal with, we can Gideon. And they're hell-bent over there. Just top decking. Yeah, I mean, a clever little block here. We say okay. We say final reward one of them so they don't just get to bring that back and tap something down. Because we want our Armored Hydra to live. We want our little dude to live. So they take 3. They're at 3. If only we had a couple more mana, we could have actually killed them there. By like fighting first. Bubble the Initiate, which is the annoying thing on the table. And we don't have mana to do anything else. They draw land. One of their creatures did die, so they do bring back 1 attendant. Which is another thing we can bubble. Ah, this is just ridiculous. Well, we didn't draw land once again. So let's see if we can draw land off of Deem Worthy. And kill that annoying Fan Bearer for good. So they tap the Honored Hydra, sure. Draw land. Any land will do, yep. So that lets us play Weaver of Currents and still block a bunch of stuff. Let's take down the Attendant. Oops, we need green. Play this guy. Gideon's getting vengeful here. They can hit us or Gideon for 3 with Gustwalker, but their other ground creatures are not getting in, so they figure they're going to lose this battle, which is fair. Stinging Shot is good. Haze of Pollen is also good against Innocatcher's Name. When they build up such a crazy attack like that, we set up good blocks, and then they say, "Ha, I've got a trick." Then you just undo all of that. It trades with 1 card, but also, I don't know, they can just blow them out. Weaver of Currents hasn't really been the hero we need. Neither has Oracle's Vault. But we're also putting in 2 cyclers, so I think we take out 1 land and maybe put in something else, like another Stinging Shot. The problem is it only trades with half of a card, so it's not perfect, but it also gets a Gustwalker and cycles. So we're on the draw, we put in cyclers, we're down to 16 land. That all sounds good. And this hand is good. Well, it's okay. So, tough choice here. Do we get green first, or do we get white first? So we could play turn 4 Gideon. depending on what we draw. Oh no. I'm actually going to get white first here. It's so easy for us to draw green and so hard for us to draw white. We get black. Cycle Greater Sandworm. And this is not the most threatening 2-drop they could place. Neither is that, although that does get scary fast and is a good reason to bring in Dissenter's Deliverance. Probably over one of our, our other things. So it's not going to be Gideon this turn for sure, but what can we do? We can go Gideon next turn, and then Bounty of the Luxa the turn after. But Gideon's going to get swarmed. Yeah, more Anointer Priests, gaining a bunch of life. There are no flyers just yet, so... Well, we also don't need to draw any particular thing for the next few turns. So let's do this. We've got Gideon. Almost F6 there, geez. And then we stop the warrior from doing damage to us because it has vigilance, and who knows, maybe they don't want to do anything crazy there. They do have winged shepherds too, so they have at least 3 flyers we know about. 4 including Gustwalker. And all of them get hit by Stinging Shot, or at least half of them. The mummies come back. And they're going after Gideon, so that will provide a nice little distraction while we get going here. Oh no! Well, that deals with us, but it also deals with Innoketra's name. So Gideon did trade with a card, and Gideon doesn't always trade with a card, so that's pretty nice. Well, Bounty of the Luxa time. This is going to help ramp us up to our giant monsters. And getting our giant monsters prepared to fight is going to be pretty ridiculous. So they get another warrior, a bunch more life, but they've only got 1 card in hand, so we're just being tickled. And it's really not all that bad, so come on, land. If we get land here, then we get to go Honored Hydra. We don't. Draw 2 cards, no lands. We don't even have all that much green we can play. Go Naga Vitalist. And we could go Oshra's Cultivator. But I'd rather hold up, I don't know, Stinging Shot. Nah, we should play the Cultivator. It's kind of dumb. There's no reason really for them to exert the Gustwalker anyway, unless we play the Cultivator. But we could ambush it with a Prepare to Fight. Angel of Sanctions? No, no. Didn't sign up for this. We have a good answer to it, at least. I wonder if they go after Bounty of the Luxa there. Oh, goodness. Well, we take like 7 here, which sucks. Or less, if they don't really want to come after us with Gustwalker. But now we have lots of mana. Cast everything. Give us that thing back, please. And never cast it again. Thank goodness. Stinging Shot. This is where they might exert Gustwalker, and we'll kind of get him. Oh God, Seraph of the Suns? maybe we have to use Stinging Shot on that guy. Getting a little ridiculous over here. Fortunately, yeah. Yeah, this sucks. Nothing's good about this. Exert that. We can just let that thing hang. Block some of these random dudes. We take 6 down to 5. We Stinging Shot the Seraph. We don't have to deal with that thing again. Oh shoot, what am I doing? We want to kill the ones we can kill. So we Stinging Shot the Seraph, and not the Gustwalker, because we just have no answer to the Seraph. And then fetch here for blue, because we don't have much blue at all. Or maybe green. Let's see, is it possible we do 2 green things in one turn? Maybe, but we don't have double blue up, so whatever. Let's get blue. Draw a card. Gift of Paradise. That's pretty good. We have 8 mana here, which is not enough to do everything. Our first priority is to survive and play a big thing. So we've got 7 on the ground. We haven't drawn a land yet, but we don't have a way to draw a card without cycling. We've already played Gideon, so we can put the gift on plains. Or better yet, the mountain. Then we'll have 5, 6. We can play Honored Hydra. That might not do it. That might not do it, because they're attacking for 6 this next turn, and we're at 5. So let's assume they draw nothing. We block 2 things. So we can't tap our Vitalist here. Or we have to leave up Prepare to Fight. 6. You know, I guess we just play Honored Hydra. And oh no, we can do that because we gain 3 off the gift. Alright. I think we're good. Gaining 3 off the gift is huge. And then we play out Honored Hydra. If they have another Angel of Sanctions or something, I guess we're dead. But we're at 8 life, so we're not dead on board. Next turn we're gaining 16. And this turn we take down like a warrior, so that's pretty good too. No more Amonkhet's Name, please. Not to mention picking off Gustwalker with Prepare to Fight. Oh, Haze of Pollen is so good. Wow. Prepare to fight. So we go up to 19, and they're down to 19. Amonkhet's Name doesn't do it for them. 6, we've got 6. Let's just cast Weaver of Currents. And that's how you stabilize. You know, a few decisions that could have gone very wrong for us, but they didn't because we made the correct ones. You know, you have access to a lot of power with a 5-color deck, but you also have access to a lot of decisions. It's kind of the same thing, and it's more responsibility. So much responsibility. Cool. Alright, so they gain a bunch of life for every creature they get back, which is fine. And we get more cards this turn. Mana would be nice, but can't have it all. Get in there with Honored Hydra. And they'll take it. They are not amused. And Greater Sandworm is such a good threat on this board. So what do we do after that? Do we leave up Fog? We really don't have to. So I think we go Spring. So we'll have tons of stuff to do next turn with a million mana. Unwavering Initiate, yeah. So in order to play a deck like this, most of the cards in their deck are just vanilla creatures. So there's not much we have to worry about. They'll have one or two spells that affect us. And they're chomping away here, but that last turn where they go for lethal, we have protection. Oh, wow. We can put flying on our trample guy, which is great. Because they can only block the Greater Sandworm with like these two creatures anyway. Five. Yeah, let's play Sheffet Monitor. And then we can hold back our other guys to use Mind on their turn. A bit sloppy to play Sheffet Monitor first main, but we're kind of just trying to move things along here. Another chump blocker for the Sandworm next turn. And they're still chipping in for 4 a turn. Oh wow, get 4 more life here. Thank goodness they don't have Honored Procession. But they do have this start to finish, which kills. They might go after Greater Sandworm. At least Honored Hydra we can get back. Yeah, they are doing that. So it's a game again. It is a game. I'm glad they didn't go after the trample, but their indestructible thing couldn't block the 7/7 anyway. Though they might try. Man, this is how it's going to be. They really have some longevity. Draw a couple cards. Are we going to mill ourselves again? It could happen. Both Greater Sandworms have been dealt with. Angler Drake, that's what we need. That's the hero we needed. The problem with bouncing Winged Shepherd, though, is that they get to play it again. Maybe that's something we can do later. Well, let's see what happens. We can decide after blocks. Sheffet Monitor, if they want to go crazy and block with 5 creatures, that's pretty cool. They could also just block with Seraph of the Suns. So maybe we hold back Sheffet Monitor, but let's say they block with the Seraph and 4 creatures. We still get to pick off 4 creatures, so that's pretty good. And they're not going to want to attack into our board regardless. And it's 1 less damage that'll be blocked from our Honored Hydra. And that adds up. They're at pretty low life total. Alright. To Angler Drake or not to Angler Drake? The good part about using Angler Drake is that what? We have another flying attacker / blocker. And we'll just bounce one of their tokens because everything else makes more tokens. Yeah, so Winged Shepherd isn't even an attack for them anymore. They play out another Unwavering Initiate. Yeah, that most of the cards in their deck are going to be like this. But we do have 10 cards left. So we're drawing 1.5 cards a turn at least from our Bounty of the Luxo, 1 every other turn from that. So we should have plenty of time. but they have 20 cards in their library, so that race is not going well for us. Wow, look at their board. They must have another Innokhetra's name in there, and then Haze of Pollen is going to do work. Next turn we're flooded though, so we draw one card and we have 1,000,000 mana. It might even be a land, so that doesn't help us much. And this time we're behind on time. So it's really in our best interest to win this game. And to be fair, we have more decisions than the mono white deck there, splashing black for start to finish. Maybe one other card, maybe Liliana or something. All right, what's it going to be? Come on. Do we have a Blazing Volley in our sideboard? That'd be good. Doesn't look like it. Really getting our money's worth out of these games, though. This is only match 2. If we make it to the finals, that's where the real fun begins. They've got a lot to think about here because they know the next few turns are crucial. They don't have... Like, they could die in 2 turns to our attacks. They don't have infinite time. So they're trying to think, okay, my opponent probably doesn't gain any more life. They've already used Prepare to Fight. They've already used Gift of Paradise. I mean, they don't know what we have in our deck. But could they get enough creatures past to chip us down in 2 or 3 turns to kill us? And they do have to, yeah, we can't do anything with our mana here. Bit of a shame. Thank you, Magic Online. I know, I'm passing a phase. Would you like to use that mana? Yes, I would, but I can't. They could double up on our Sheffet Monitor here. That attack gets a lot worse. Oh, okay. Do we still attack with it? Like, here's what happens. They block with Unwavering Initiate. They can play it again. Would kill Unwavering Initiate. They block with one other thing and like an Anointer Priest. Yeah, I guess we attack with it. Block that 1 more damage in the air for Honored Hydra. Do they go to kill it? That's the question. And if they do it like this, oh man, they're gaining some serious life from that. Yeah, I've got no problem killing an Anointer Priest here. I mean, they gain a bunch more life, but the last time we'll have to deal with it. So what do we want? To kill both Anointer Priests or the Unwavering Initiate and an Anointer Priest? Let's mix it up. And they're just taking a full hit of 7 in the air, but they gain a bunch of life back. So let's see. They gain 2 life, and then 2 life again. So here they go. They go up to 6, because it counts itself. Then they get this guy back. Go up to 8. What did they draw there? Did they play a land? Okay, so they drew plains, played plains, and that was enough to do both. Which is totally fair. Wait, what? Oh, they're just coming in with everyone, huh? Well, I know how to deal with this. Did they forget about Angler Drake? Is that what happened? They have no mana up, so we take 3. They realize they're in trouble. We can get Labyrinth Guardian back. We don't need to waste haze there. Decimator Beetle. Okay. We're getting to the point where we don't want to fetch here. That is one way we can lose. We're also getting to the point where we do everything first main. Whatever. And this actually takes down Seraph of the Suns, if we want to do it that way. Oops. So that's everything we can do. They take 7. I guess they take 6. We leave Angler Drake back. Or we can push Angler Drake in to get 1 more damage. Yeah, let's do that. I wouldn't have wanted to do it against Winged Shepherd, but this is fine. And it might, I don't know, it might come in handy. Cursed Minotaur, they gain a life. I don't see how they could make a lethal attack here, but they could try. They have enough power on board, just not any evasion besides Seraph. Cool, we got there. We're on to the finals with our 5-color brew and Amonkhet.